Welcome to Learn Law with Saiful. Today's lesson is about the burden of proof, one of the most important and misunderstood parts of the Evidence Act 1872, especially sections 101 to 114. What is burden of proof? Section 101. The burden of proof means who has to prove what in court. According to Section 101, whoever desires any court to give judgment as to any legal right or liability must prove those facts. Example: if a sues be claiming ownership of land, then a must prove that the land belongs to him. Section 102. On whom does the burden lie? If no evidence is presented, the party with the burden of proof will lose. Civil cases, plaintiff must prove his claim. Criminal cases, state, prosecution, must prove guilt. Section 103. Burden to prove specific facts. If any party wants the court to believe a specific fact, they must prove that fact. Example: if a claims that be agreed verbally to sell him land, a must prove that the verbal agreement happened. Section 104. When admissibility depends on proof of another fact. Sometimes one fact must be proved before another can be accepted. Example: if a document is being introduced, it must be shown that it's genuine. Section 106. Special knowledge. When any fact is especially within the knowledge of any person, the burden of proving that fact is upon him. Example: if a man says he was abroad during a crime, he must prove it because only he knows that. Criminal law, higher standard. In criminal cases, the prosecution must prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. The accused is not required to prove innocence, only raise reasonable doubt. Sections 107 to 114. Legal presumptions. These sections allow courts to make assumptions, unless they are disproved. Section 107. Person alive within last 30 years presumed living. Section 108. Person missing for 7+ years presumed dead. Section 112. Child born during valid marriage is legitimate. Section 114. Court may presume things based on human conduct. Summary: burden of proof equals duty to prove your claim. Civil, plaintiff must prove claim. Criminal, state must prove guilt. Accused only needs to raise doubt. Special knowledge equals your burden. Presumptions help court decide faster, fairly. Thanks for watching Learn Law with Saiful. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.